This world you see is full of differences and you can't change those differences. Differences are functional. Without the difference, you will not be able to see this world, navigate. So, differences can't be changed. If there is no differences or you cannot sense the difference, life cannot function as beings, as birds, as human beings, insects, etc. Because if bird cannot see the difference between sea, the water, or the sky, it cannot fly. It will accidentally fly into the water, but there is differences in the vision. It knows that that is water and the flight only happens in the sky. It knows the difference between tree, the fruits, where to get the food. That will not happen if there are no differences. The parrot does not break open a pebble, it knows to break open the seed. You can see the difference. So the differences are actually functional and there is no problem in the difference. But when the differences are personal, the suffering starts. And when you see that what is that personal, then you can go beyond these differences. See the differences as differences. Tree is green, you can't make it black. Sky is sky, you can't make it into a earth. That's how it is. If you have a sore knee, really painful knee, there is no need to be wise and say, I am not hurting. That is the mind, that is the personal trying to be. No, there is no pain. If there is a pain, there is a pain. You need a surgery, you need a surgery, you need a medicine, you need a medicine. What is the problem there? But the mind fixes to these ideas that look at that person, never suffered, never took any medicine. It is the play of personal ego. And when you see that play, because mind is very clever, it claims wisdom and then you get stuck trying to be like that. The suffering remains. The problem remains, the death remains, the birth remains, everything remains as it is. Just covering the pain with some cloth, the wound is still deep down, the pus is still there, there is infection there, everything remains. But now see, yes, there is a pain, there is an injury. What is the problem? Let's go to the doctor, cut it open, fix it up. There is no personal suffering. It is what it is. No attachment to the injury, no attachment that I am suffering. That is the key. So instead of getting puzzled in differences, those ideas that everything is the same, everything is not the same. Everything is difference. Because everything means lot of things, lot of ideas, lot of views that you see, they are different. No two leaves are the same. If you go deeply, they are not the same. But the essence is the same, and until and unless the essence reveals itself, knows itself beyond the personal, the suffering remains. Differences are obvious. They are the first thing the mind notices. This body is tall or short. That body is young or old. Skin is dark or light. Hair changes color, faces changes, strength fades, memory weakens, teeth fall, the body ages without asking permission. These differences are real at their level. To deny them would be dishonesty. A tree will remain a tree, it will not become a river. Fire will not become water, foam has its limits. The mind works inside these limits. It names, it compares, it measures, it builds identity from differences. And when identity rests here, suffering is inevitable. Because comparison never ends. There is always someone better, someone worse, someone ahead, someone behind. From this comes ambition, envy, pride, shame. From this comes fear of loss and hunger for more. From this comes conflict, competition, and division. This is not a moral problem, it is mechanical. The mind does what it is conditioned to do, but here is what is rarely questioned. All differences change, every single one. The body will not stay as it is, the image will not hold, the role will not remain. What is admired today is forgotten tomorrow. If identity stays attached to differences, it must constantly defend itself. This difference is psychological struggle. Now look deeper. All these differences, body, age, personality, culture, history, they appear. You can't change them. They arise, they move, they disappear. So the question is not about the differences. The real question is from where these differences are arising from. Just like you watching this phone, there is blue, there is white, all the differences you can see. But it is playing on something, this screen, which is not moving. You will go to the next video, something else will change, but the foundation is the same. Because whatever that is only example. Screen is not where these words are pointing to. Examples don't define what actually is. Examples are just pointers. Because whatever that is, it does not age, it does not compete, it does not compare, it does not need protection. This is where language becomes delicate. The mind wants to name it, know it, to call it truth, awareness, consciousness, God, nothing. But the moment it is named, it is reduced to another object, another thing mind can know. Differences require contrast. Black needs white, up needs down, wet needs dry, true needs false. But what allows contrast to appear at all cannot itself be a contrast. It has no opposite. It is not personal, it is not special, it does not belong to anyone, and it is not reached. When attention relaxes out of difference, nothing new appears. Because you are attending to all the differences, including the difference you see in yourself, what you know yourself to be. From birth to now, all difference. And from now to 10 years, you will see more differences, gray hair, teeth falling, lot of things will change in this body. Body is changing. When attention relaxes out of difference, nothing new appears. There is no experience to collect, no state to maintain, no identity to protect. Only the absence of struggle. The body continues, life continues, difference continues, but identification loosens. And with it, the need to defend, improve, justify, or become dissolves. This is why effort is not required, because any effort even to see, understand, there is effort. To go somewhere, to make money, to become more, to even polish your image, there is an effort. Effort belongs to becoming. This has nothing to become. It is not higher, it is not lower, it is prior to both. When identity stays with differences, life feels heavy. When recognition rests with what does not differ, life becomes simple. Not perfect, not ideal, but unburdened. The differences remain exactly as they are, but they are no longer who you are. And that is not an achievement, it is a natural correction. Nothing is added, nothing is taken away, only a misunderstanding ends. You accidentally consider yourself to be this body, to be this name, to be this role, to be whatever you believe. And that, when you look deeply, when you get this question, who you are, you can only define yourself according to this, what is changing, the body. So you misunderstandingly consider yourself to only this body which is changing, trying to correct it, trying to get away from all the wrinkles. If you are not good looking, all that. This is personal. Attaching to the differences is the suffering. And this difference will remain because you don't know yet what is that which is not difference, which cannot get wrinkled, which cannot be cut, which cannot be destroyed, which is not born, and which cannot die. And for that, no effort is required. Because any effort, too late. You are lost in differences. But when you rest, no effort, nothing is required, no achievement, then it is already present. Same, always.